were talking about Dust. Dust was on the PS3. PS3 was reaching end of life. Um, Dust was like connected to faction warfare, but
Yes.
this concept of like connecting Eve um, and Dust together, like you would have one login essentially where you could play both games using the same character, even though the games were
Mhm.
on separate platforms, right?
Right, right. Something like that. And you know what? I should have linked another video for you. This is like the well-polished trailer for what was it? Like different games, same world, or like one universe, multiple games?
One universe. I think I remember this. Yeah,
Yeah, that was like
I'll have to go back and look for that.
yeah, don't worry about it now. It's okay. People can look it up, especially if they're veterans of you. They know what we're talking about. This like epic montage of dudes in station walking around. Like then they look at this like war that's going on outside on the planet. At the same time, you see dust mercs like dropping in from the atmosphere, fighting other dust mercs. And as these guys on on the station or ship are looking at the planet, somebody bursts into their room and like assassinates them, like in person with the
Yes.
avatar. And that was like wow, like we could potentially have this.
So it was the idea of bringing Avatar gameplay into Eve, which it
Mhm.
had never had before. It was always just you create your character, you make your character portrait, and that was it. So the idea
Yeah.
of being able to get out of your ship and walk around in stations was a very cool idea because it would open up all these other avenues of potential gameplay.
Well, to me it was, but like I said, there was so much pushback. I know it was at the same time it was related to the faults with Incarna, which yeah, there were massive glaring faults there that we still feel the beer
Blah blah
uh,
blah blah blah.
reverberations from. You know what it's talking about to this day. Basically, Incarna was the turning point for CCP and EVE Online, more so than some people realize. I think. Yeah, it has the profound effect on what happens with the whole gaming universe, and we still feel it today. But yeah, like before that, you would create your character, you would make just a portrait. The character creator was kind of cool. Like you choose your background, you choose your race, you choose like gender, hairstyle, and that you can like angle your head a little bit if you wanted to. But it was very cartoonish, very basic. And then Incarnate hits, and all of a sudden you have this like high definition models with proper physics to clothes, and you can sculpt the shape better than you can do it in Sims at the time. Like you can make your own face in EVE Online if you really wanted to, and had the patience to painstakingly like move the bone cheeks 2 centimeters apart. You could do that at that point in time, which is great. But at the same time, it demanded a lot of resources. People's computers were like crashing trying to run that. Mine was, I know that's for sure. Because before that, EVE Online was like the graphics were cool, but you didn't need a high-end PC to run it. You really didn't. You could do it like on a low-end laptop, and that would still be fine. But yeah, with this introduction, it was very pleasing visually, but I don't think a lot of player base could get into it. And there was a lot of raging that was going on at the same time. You know, with Gur, Space Barbie, EVE Online should be only spaceships. And I kind of get that. And we'll get into it maybe at the end when I'm a little bit more drunk, once I discuss how it all ended. But at this point in time, yes, we have Incarna, we have walk-in stations, kind of, sort of, and we have Dust. And it's all linked. So when I say kind of sort of walking in stations, at first we only got Minmatar station to walk in. They didn't release all the stations at once.
Well, and it
Particularly,
wasn't even the station.
no, no,
It
no.
was
It
a
was
single room.
captain's quarters. It was captain's quarters.